Good evening and welcome to the evening news. I am Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola. The House of Representatives has warned of citizens' revolt if the federal government fails to address insecurity in the country, which has been on the upswing in the last few weeks. This came on a day Senate President Godswill Akpabio told his colleagues that the insecurity and perilous and parlous state of the nation's economy are stretching the patience and resilience of Nigerians to the limit and asked them to respond with legislative actions. It was gathered that the lawmakers from areas ravaged by the insurgency and killings by herdsmen in the country who led the debate on the issue of plenary also accused the presidency of not doing enough to resolve the insecurity problem in the country despite the over 19.7 trillion naira spent on security. In his contribution, Yusuf Daji rebuked those downplaying the severity of the crisis, saying politicians are rascals and it is unacceptable that Nigerians are being killed at will by bandits and other criminal elements. Electricity generation companies want President Bola Tinubu to hasten the planned meeting with the firms over the 4.7 trillion naira power sector debt to the GENCO, saying there is no date fixed for the meeting yet. According to the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Association of Power Generation Companies, Joy Ogaji, expressed optimism over the promise that the government will pay the debts. This followed a meeting between the Minister of Power, Adebayo, and Chairman of GENCOs in Abuja amid mounting fears of a possible collapse of the national grid due to liquidity constraints in the sector. A statement by the Power Minister's Special Advisor on Strategic Communications and Media Relations, Bolaji Toji, stated that the federal government had resolved to settle a substantial portion of the debt immediately, while the remainder will be cleared through financial instruments. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tuji Alausa, has said that the high failure rate in the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination is clear evidence that the government's anti-malpractice measures are yielding results, especially within the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board system. The minister's remark came amid nationwide concern following JAMB's release of results showing that out of 1,955,069 candidates who sat for the 2025 UTME, only about 420,000 scored above 200, as more than 78% failed to meet the 200 mark threshold. Speaking with journalists, Dr. Lausa said the drop in performance reflects a significant decline in examination malpractice due to JAMB's tightened security protocols with the implementation of security measures. Meanwhile, Osun State is now ranked 7th in national examinations from its 33rd position in early 2022, according to the new report titled Standard Educational Performance Ranking of State in 2024 SSEE from the National Examinations Council NECO, released by the spokesperson to the governor, Malam Olawale Rashid, recalled that Governor Ademola Adeleke promised during the 2022 governorship campaign to take Osun State to a single-digit ranking in national examinations. According to a release on the developments from the Commissioner for Education, Honorable Dipo Iluwole, the report confirmed Governor Adeleke's commitment to restoring Osun State education sector to its academic leadership that the state once occupied from its creation in 1991. Osun State was ranked number 7 out of 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), coming behind Lagos, Kano, Oyo, Benue, Ogun, and Katsina states, with 29,101 candidates that obtained at least 5 credits, including English language and mathematics, out of 41,264 that sat for the exam, thereby achieving approximately 71% success for its first of its kind in the last 18 years. The Nigerian Air Force has organized a career day for secondary school students in Osogbo as part of activities to mark the 61st anniversary of the force. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, who spoke through the Director General of Air Force Research and Development Institute, Osogbo, Air Vice Marshal Pius Aimeri, said the force remains committed to fostering national unity and building bridges with the public it serves. He noted that the Air Force remains dedicated to building bridges with the public it serves through openness, education, and inspiration, adding that the career day will help sensitize the students and arouse their sense of patriotism in service to their fatherland. Also speaking, a teacher from one of the invited schools, Mr. Kenneth Oba, commended the Nigerian Air Force for organizing such a laudable event that will help the students to be focused on their career path for the future. The National Association of Polytechnic Students has issued a 5-day ultimatum to the Nigerian Education Loan Fund Board to provide a detailed breakdown of fund disbursement. In a communique issued by the President, Ishifone Ogaya, and Senate President Oyewumi Ayomide of NAPS, said it will mobilize protests nationwide should the NELFOD fails to reveal breakdown of how polytechnics receive funds. It will be recalled that the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission said its preliminary probe revealed that while NELFund had released 100 billion naira students' loan, 71 billion naira is accounted for. The allegations triggered a wave of outrage, culminating in a protest by members of the National Association of Nigerian Students who blocked the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The association further threatened to take actions should their demands not be met. Osun State Police Command has declared Mr. Kayode, whose photograph appears on the screen, missing. According to the police public relations officer, DSP Abiodun Ojelabi, Mr. Kayode, who lives at Isoishu area of Ede, left home for his place of work but has not since returned. Aged 34, dark in complexion, has no tribal mark and 5 feet tall. He speaks English and Yoruba languages fluently. The police command therefore enjoined persons with useful information about his whereabouts to contact the nearest police station. In sport, Flying Eagles captain Daniel Bameyi is confident that the team will come out with all they have to defeat Kenya in their last group match at the ongoing Africa Under-20 AFCON in Egypt. Bameyi, who was the player of the match in their last game, a goalless draw with Morocco, admitted that the Flying Eagles cannot afford to leave anything to chance as they chase a quarter-final ticket in what will also be Nigeria's 100th game in the competition. He said that his team appreciated Nigerians for the support and prayers with the historic century because as Nigeria faced Kenya in Under-20 AFCON. After Sunday's goalless draw against Morocco, Nigeria, second in the group, level with Morocco on 4 points, was separated by goal difference, while Tunisia followed in third with 3 points but could turn things around should they defeat the Moroccans in their simultaneous fixture this midweek. After progressing from the group stage, the Flying Eagles' target will be to be among the 4 semi-finalists that will pick the ticket to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile later this year. Nigeria have also won the Under-20 AFCON 7 times, 1983, 1985, 1987, 1989, 2005, 2011, 2015, and were runners-up twice. Moving on to the foreign scene, India has launched military strikes on Pakistan, and Pakistan claimed it shot down 5 Indian Air Force jets in an escalation that has pushed the two nations to the brink of a wider conflict. New Delhi said the strikes are in response to the massacre of 26 people, mostly Indian tourists, who died in April when government stormed this scenic mountain spot in the India-administered part of Kashmir, a disputed border region. India has blamed Pakistan for the attack, which Islamabad denies. Reports say the escalation puts India and Pakistan, two neighbors with a long history of conflict, in dangerous territory, with Islamabad vowing to retaliate against India's strikes and international community calling for restraint. It will be recalled that at least 26 civilians were killed and 46 injured by India's strikes. A spokesperson for Pakistan's military, Lieutenant General Ahmed Sharif Chaudhry, said those killed included teenagers and children. And that ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Do join us at 7 for the major reports. Good evening.
Bonjour chers téléspectateurs et téléspectatrices.